Most people believe that good decisions come from having good information. So they wait, they research, they analyze, they gather more data. They postpone action until they feel they know enough. It sounds rational, but what if that is exactly backwards? More than 80 years ago, the Nobel Prize winning economist Friedrich Hayek wrote a remarkable essay called Economics and Knowledge. Buried inside, it is an idea that quietly changed economics, entrepreneurship, and I would argue the way we should think about life itself. Hayek says that there are two fundamentally different ways we acquire knowledge. The first is accidental. You are walking through life and unexpectedly discover something. You meet someone at a conference, you read an article, you overhear a conversation. Information simply arrives. But the second way is far more important. You learn because you try to do something. You make a plan, you begin executing it, and in the very process of carrying it out, reality tells you that your assumptions were wrong. That is not failure, that is how knowledge is created. Think about opening a restaurant. Before opening, you may believe customers want authentic traditional food. You conduct surveys, you study competitors, you ask experts, everything suggests you are right. Then you open the doors. Within a month, you discover that customers are mostly ordering quick lunch meal instead. Nothing in your research revealed that. The market did. The act of doing produced knowledge that simply did not exist before. This is Hayek inside. Some facts cannot be discovered by thinking harder. They can only be discovered by acting. Decades later, entrepreneur Eric Ries transformed this philosophical insight into one of the most influential business methodologies of the 21st century, the Lean Startup. The central idea is brilliantly simple. Don't spend years building what you think customers want. Build the smallest version that allows you to learn. Launch it. Watch how people behave. Measure, adapt, repeat. This becomes known as build, measure, learn cycle. Notice something remarkable. Most people think startups exist to build products. Ries argues they exist to build knowledge. Every prototype is an experiment. Every customer complaint is information. Every failed feature eliminates a false assumption. Every pivot is not an admission of defeat. It's evidence that learning has taken place. The product improves because the entrepreneur's understanding improves. In other words, startups are not simply factories that produce products. They are laboratories that produce knowledge. Hayek supplied the philosophy. Lean Startup supplied the operating manual. This insight changed the way we think about entrepreneurship. How many people delay launching a business because they are waiting for the perfect business plan? How many writers never publish because they are waiting for the perfect first chapter? How many investors refuse to invest because they are waiting for certainty? Hayek would probably smile. Because certainty is often the result of action, not its prerequisite. This also changes how we think about markets. Many textbooks describe markets as mechanisms for allocating scarce resources. Hayek saw something much deeper. Markets are discovery processes. Every entrepreneur is conducting an experiment. Every consumer purchase sends a signal. Every changing price communicates new information. Every business failure teaches society something that nobody previously knew. Competition is not merely about deciding who wins. Competition is how society discovers what works. This is also why central planning struggles. A planner can collect statistics, commission reports, hire brilliant experts, but there is one thing no planner can collect: knowledge that has not yet been created. And much of that knowledge comes into existence only because millions of individuals are simultaneously trying different ideas, making different mistakes, and discovering different opportunities. No central authority can replace that decentralized process. Interestingly, this is exactly why prediction markets fascinate me. At the individual level, Hayek says we learn through action. At the entrepreneurial level, Lean Startup says companies learn through experimentation. At the market level, prices learn through millions of decentralized decisions. Three different worlds, one universal principle. Knowledge is not simply stored inside people's heads. Knowledge is created through experimentation, feedback, correction, and adaptation. They believe they must understand the road before taking the first step. Hayek reminds us that some parts of the road appear only because we started walking. So don't wait until you know everything. Some of the most valuable knowledge cannot be found in books, reports, or spreadsheets. It exists only on the other side of action. The next time you are waiting for perfect certainty before starting a business, changing careers, launching a project, or making an important decision, remember this. Action is not the reward for knowledge. Action is the source of knowledge. And perhaps that is the Hayek's greatest lesson, not only for economics, but for business, innovation, and life itself.